Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was Friday, so you know what that means. It's UCW Breakdown time. Eddy Lewis defends the Prince of Carnage Championship against Gregor McKay in his UCW debut. Misty Rivers defends the Clad Championship against Rose Daniels, a UCW newcomer. SK Riot and Will Saturn, the Free Radicals, will take on Patrick Sutton and Wade Russell, the HardCult Society. The winners of this match will go on to face the UCW Extreme Tag Team Champions, the Omegas, next week. Azrael Black takes on Ace Anderson in a badass versus badass fight. Johnny Vegas versus JOKA in JOKA's UCW first official match. The devil of professional wrestling is here, and if he wins this Iron Death match, he will go on next week to face Johnny Vegas for the UCW Breakdown Championship. And then Haley Ramon defends the UCW Breakdown Women's Championship against RIMA. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a crazy show. I hope you're excited. Let's roll the cinematic, or if you're one of the ones who skipped through it, let's get into the action.
Shadows crawl through broken skies. Dreams decay where silence lies. Fingers trace the edge of night. Breathing heavy, craving fight. Twisted faces cracked in time. Every mirror hides a crime. I feel the tremor.
Gregor McKay versus Eddy Lewis for the Prince of Carnage Championship. I was booking the show, and I was just like, you know, we got to start off with a bang. Break down the fan favorite. We got to go off. Leah in the house. How you doing? Am I pronouncing that right? Because everybody pronounces it different. Just let me know, bro. I just need to know. You are actually on the card tonight. I don't know if you were here for it, but you are on the card. We will be having a championship match for you next, actually. Gregor McKay making his way down to the ring to take on Eddy Lewis. SupremeKnight, how's it doing? You're here, but you're lurking, picking up meds and dinner with wife. What's for din-din? I hope it's good. Clint Jarrett, welcome to the chat. How you doing, brother? Make sure to come check us out on Twitch if you want the full screen or the full screen experience. You subbed. Thank you. I appreciate it. Robloxia, how's it doing? I was able to find Rose. I picked the one that was uploaded last. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to get I didn't know which one was the most updated, so I picked the one with the most recent upload time, and I just kind of went with that one. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our champion getting ready to make their way down to the ring. He is the Prince of Carnage champion and has been for 14 days. Eddy Lewis, ladies and gentlemen. I had to change her victory and her gear so she could be used. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I think there was like a contradiction or something, right? Like you had something that wasn't allowing people to be able to like download her and stuff. Eddy Lewis seems fired up and ready to defend this Prince of Carnage championship. It is an Extreme Rules match, ladies and gentlemen, so absolutely anything can happen. We're going to go ahead and skip that, get the webcam back on. A better look at the Breakdown Prince of Carnage championship. Tired, my town is going to be under another heat advisory this weekend until Wednesday night. Yummy. Love the heat. That's a great time, man. Especially with the rain and stuff that you've been talking about in chats. Yeah, no. Humid. Gregor McKay, the challenger in this match. And, of course, the champion, Eddy Lewis, taking a look at what could not be his by the end of this. 110 degrees possible. Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, the ref is telling these men this match is about to begin. A big bulldog from Eddy Lewis to start us off, and a coffin drop to follow it up. Shout out Dean's French Onion Dip. 77. I am going to install it as soon as this show is over. I actually noticed him, and we were getting really close to when I was supposed to start, and I have a full roster at the moment, so I have to uninstall the other version of him to get the new version, but as soon as this show ends, that is the plan, brother. Eddy Lewis working the arm of Gregor McKay. Showing a lot of dominance early on. Definitely the champion for a reason, it looks like. Now these two men exchanging blows. Remember, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will be moving into a modified AI settings for the entire universe. I'm tired of having to call these exchanging blows. I'm tired of having to call the chain wrestling. While it's cool, while it's great, while it won't be going away, I'm tired of it happening in every single match. I can't do it. It's boring. The clipping it is stupid. Like, it just, overall, if we didn't have to deal with it, I'd be a happier person. Eddy Lewis just slapped the dog shit out of Gregor McKay. And he met him with a big punch. These two men now throwing haymakers at one another. Seems like something might be getting thrown on the table. Whose is bigger? What's he pull? Okay, speaking of, what's he pulling out of his pants? Eddy Lewis misses the shot with whatever that was. I'm assuming brass knuckles. All good, boss. Take your time. Appreciate it. Of course, brother. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, your Deathlock champion. Yeah, pause for sure. Pause for sure. It didn't help that he started like reaching his pants afterward. It didn't make, I was just trying to make a joke, and then he got real serious real quick. Gregor McKay takes Eddy Lewis down. He's got a sledgehammer now. Went to drop it down on Eddy Lewis. He's got him by the back of the head. Gregor McKay fighting out of that. Not sure how, because his arm was like this across his back. But anyway, he takes him down with a big drop kick. Miss UCW, how you doing? Caught him with a big kick. Up on his shoulders. Eddy Lewis able to fight out. Big reversal. What does he do? Is he biting him? No, he's just bouncing his head off the mat. Okay, no, there's definitely some biting going on there. There's definitely some biting going on there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We run no, this is Breakdown. Screw that. This is Carnage incarnate. Eddy Lewis not able to get the cover on Gregor McKay. Both men now on their feet. Gregor McKay with a reversal. Eddy Lewis was going for a super kick, but McKay is too fast. He caught him, throws him over, down onto the hammer, part of that hammer. Big kick to the face. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only a count of 2. Eddy Lewis still not able to get the championship. Now people are biting. Hey, I mean, we have people like raking their eyes their nails across people's eyes, scratching MFers in the back. You know, there's a whole lot of things going on. Big chair shot from Eddy Lewis, lays out Gregor McKay. What's going on here? Who's this? Darius Praise. I deadass didn't know, so I had to make sure. Darius Praise coming out here, just distracted the hell out of Eddy Lewis. Gregor McKay. Only a count of 1, but why is Praise out here? He's obviously got something against Eddy Lewis. Big ripcord knee, and he's just gonna leave. Okay, no, he's picking up the sledgehammer. Okay, he's not leaving yet. He's not leaving yet. Going for the cover. A count of 2 from McKay, and Darius Praise just disappeared into nothing. Big kick to the gut. Got him by the head. Drops him down. He's got a choke locked in. Gregor McKay. Is that enough to keep the champion down? No, the champion got out. Or did McKay let him go? He's got a chair. That's a little scary. Distractions are I actually didn't plan that one. That just happened naturally. I genuinely didn't know what was going on. Gregor McKay calls Eddy Lewis up to his feet. Lewis catches the punch. Into the ropes. Big reversal from McKay. These two men are going back and forth late in this match. It does, because I have no idea. McKay dropped him down on his back, barely missing that hammer. Misses the sledgehammer shot. Eddy Lewis with a reversal. Praise probably venting after losing against me for the Deathlock Championship. I mean, maybe. He might just be setting his eyes on something else, 77. Realized he can't beat you, so he might as well go pick on Eddy Lewis and Gregor McKay. Big punch to the face from McKay. Once again, a reversal from Eddy Lewis. He's got him up on his shoulders. Flapjack, maybe. Is that a flapjack? Whatever it was on the outside. Down onto the mat. Big hammer shots to the midsection of Gregor McKay. Eddy Lewis doing a lot of damage. He drops him down. Onto the handle of the hammer, it looks like, and he's not done. He wants Gregor McKay up on his feet. McKay caught him. This match can only end inside the ring. These two gentlemen need to remember that. Gregor McKay trying to shift the pendulum in his favor. Taking a second to breathe, walking away from the champion while he's down on the ground. A table comes out now. Over the steps. McKay chasing Eddy Lewis. I feel like there was a much faster way to get around there. Whatever, I'm not the talent. I'm not the wrestlers. He lit the table on fire. Gregor McKay trying to get the hell away from that. Gets Eddy Lewis back into the ring. Eddy Lewis is like, nah, I just lit that table on fire. You finna go out there, brother. McKay fighting back. He's got him by the back of the head. Working him into the corner. Busts Eddy Lewis wide open. A reversal. Knocks McKay off. Big crossbody from across the ring. He's going for the steel chair from earlier. Did a lot of damage to Gregor McKay early on with that huge chair shot to the face. Try to follow it up. McKay stands back into his pants. He's reaching for something. He connects. He just busted Gregor McKay open with the brass knuckles. McKay is laid the hell out. 2, 3. Eddy Lewis retains under some questionable circumstances, but he does retain nonetheless. Corner. Words are hard. I have dyslexia. GG. Yes, sir. How's the rebuild coming, Cretan? Do we still have hair, or has it all been ripped out by now? I'm so sorry. I know that shit has to be stressful and, like, suck hard. Eddy Lewis, still your UCW Breakdown Prince of Carnage champion. Next up, UCW Breakdown Women's Ironclad Championship is on the line. Rose Daniels takes on Misty Rivers in a TLC match. Scheduled webcam break. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd is now in order and making their way to the ring first for their UCW debut. We've got none other than Rose Daniels. I thought she was about to do the Batista thing, and I was about to be hype. I thought it was going to be the whole thing, and I was going to be lit. Rose Daniels competed in a lot of E-Feds around the world, looking to get her first championship here in UCW here tonight. Got to show love to my girl Dakota Kai, as you should. As you should. That was a nice camera cut. Good job, WWE. You did one thing right. I appreciate it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, she is your Ironclad champion, the Native American, because I don't really know what else to say, Misty Rivers. I really like the design of her, don't get me wrong. Like, I love it. I love it to death. It fits the character so well. That shirt's supposed to have a design on it. It doesn't. I'm pissed. Thank you, 2K Apocalypse. Love you to death. Ladies and gentlemen, your Ironclad champion. Obviously, it's not around her waist because it's about 20 feet in the air above the ring. Misty Rivers. That is only a technicality for her. That has to hurt. When she bounces off the antlers, it has to hurt. I don't care what you say. 2K does stay being stupid, but thank you for allowing me to do my job. I appreciate it. You are simply a format and a tool, and for that, I appreciate you. It's a TLC match, so yes, technically a ladder. And a better look at the Ironclad Championship. Probably one of the ones that will get reworked for a third time. Just because I don't like how dark the plate is on it. But, you know, that's a me problem, not a y'all problem. Rose Daniels and Misty Rivers set to go at it in a TLC match. And this match is off to an incredible start. Rose gets behind her. Grabs her by the neck. Drops her down onto her knee. It's a lot of damage early on to the champion. Rose Daniels stomping down on the back of Misty Rivers. Now mounted punches. The challenger showing a lot of experience here early. Sees that Misty Rivers is back up on her feet, head back in the ring. Misty Rivers gets to her just a second too soon. Down onto her face. Mildly unhinged. That's completely fine. It's completely fine. Everybody's mildly unhinged. Off the top rope, a big drop kick misses, and she's just back up on her feet. Did she just tickle? Messing with people's feet, like, that's disrespectful, man. Don't touch my toes, like, for real. Off the top rope. Over the top rope, big kick connects. Rose with the ladder, trying to get quick with the work. She's got her by the... Drops her down with a big suplex. DDT lands. Misty Rivers underneath the ring. What's she looking for? It's a chair. Rose hits her in the face with the ladder. She's heading up. Misty Rivers makes her way to her feet. Bro, that belt better not be blank when they pull that. Ooh! Let that belt be blank. I swear. Let that belt be blank when they pull that. 2K, don't play with me, bro. We've had very little problems ever since I fixed everything. Don't play with me. Misty Rivers misses the big punch off the middle rope. Rose Daniels now pulling out a table, but Misty hits her across the back. Stomping down on the arms. Also, nice little throwback to the original UCW anthem. We miss you, Last Gen. Not really, though. Rose Daniels pulls out the ladder. Misty through the ropes. Over them. Rose Daniels gets rid of the champion. Setting up the ladder in the middle of the ring, but Misty Rivers is on her feet. Rose don't give a damn. She's going up it anyway. She's going to push it down. Rose comes down with the ladder. Through the ropes, big spear. She sets it up once again. Going up the ladder. Misty Rivers is right there. Gets Rose down. Big clothesline takes her out. Up the ladder. Misty Rivers barely getting she's got one hand on it, but Rose takes the ladder out from underneath her. Moonsault off the middle rope. Rose is not phased. Misses the kick. Misty Rivers with a reversal. Ripcord. I'm not even gonna call it a ripcord. That was just a massive punch to the face. Slams the chair down. Big knee. Rose just laid out the champion, but she's obviously not done. She wants her back on her feet. Misty Rivers fights back. Into the corner. Misses the huge kick. Rose barely able to get there, but not fast enough. Bulldog from Misty Rivers. She's going up to the top. I don't like this idea. Crossbody lands. She takes out Rose. Rose is exactly where that ladder needs to be, though, Misty. Stomping down on the back of the head of Rose Daniels. Misty Rivers follows her outside, not focused on the championship anymore. She's going underneath the ring. Table comes out. Catches her with a big punch. And an elbow lands from Misty Rivers. These two women going back and forth. Catches her with a huge kick. Rose Daniels is busted open. Misty Rivers throws the chair down on top of her, looking to keep the attack going. Drop kick to the back of the head. The ladder goes out with Rose, though. Rose goes back in. Misty Rivers follows with a chair. Let's not play Ring Around the Rosie, ladies. Let's not play Ring Around the Rosie, ladies. Thank you. Catches her with a big chair shot. Rose Daniels pissed off and back up to her feet. Meets the foot of Misty Rivers. She's got another chair like the chair she had 2 seconds ago wasn't good enough. Rose hits her with a huge kick to the face. The ladder in her hands, bounces it off of Misty Rivers' face. She throws it back down. Not worried about winning anymore. Collar and elbow tie up. Rose gets thrown back into the ring. Misty Rivers grabs the ladder and looks to be heading back in that same direction. Rose back up to her feet. She's got a table. Bounces it off the face of Misty Rivers, and then throws it at her. I see what you were talking about maybe a little unhinged. For show. For show. Big knee to the face. Clothesline into the corner. Rose trying to take out the champion just long enough to win. Off the rope she goes. Meets her with a huge kick to the face. New headphones acquired. Let's go. Let's go. Are they shiny? Do they light up? Are they cool? Or are they just, they had them and I needed them? Misty Rivers with a reversal. Gets Rose down onto her stomach, face. What are you going to say there? Into the corner. Rose, huge punch. Now she's got a choke. This is not how you win this match. But it is a good way to keep the champion down. The champion gets a reversal, though. Catches Rose. Got a submission locked in. Misty Rivers trying to keep Rose down. Rose reversing the pressure on the legs on Misty Rivers. Misty just trying to get out. Rig 600 Pro. Oh. Okay. Brother got an upgrade. Rose Daniels down onto her back. Misty Rivers going for another submission. Targeting the legs is a very good plan in a ladder match because they definitely are important in getting up the ladder. Rose Daniels fights out once again. Misty Rivers, a lot of damage to that knee. Back fist connects. Catches her through the ropes, down onto her face. Rose just needs to get to the ladder. Knocks the table down in front of her. Picks it up. Sets it up on the other side of the ring. Misty Rivers making her way to her feet. Rose off the middle rope, catches her with the huge cutter. My Turtle Beach Stealth 600 Gen 2 Max. That's so many descriptive words. Why do they do this to us? They could have been something way simpler like the Turtle Beach Stealth 2 Max or some shit like that. Like, why they gotta have numbers and everything? Misty Rivers back up to her feet. Misses the big kick to the gut. Rose with one of her own. Gets her up on her shoulders. Misty Rivers fighting back. Big punch. An elbow lands from Misty. Stunner connects. Misty Rivers heading up the ladder. Rose is not moving very much, ladies and gentlemen. Misty Rivers says to hell with the belt. Climbs to the top. Rose trying to stand up. Misty Rivers, huge knee drop off the ladder. She throws her into the ladder, falls back down. Misty Rivers heading back up. Now she chooses to go for the championship. Rose sitting in the corner, looking at the champion, grabbing what is theirs. She gets up, gets her off the ladder, pulls her back down. Misty catches her. She's got a submission. Another one locked in. Rose is not nearly as, she doesn't look nearly as comfortable as she has, but she still reverses the pressure and gets out of it. Rose Daniels back up to her feet. Misty Rivers takes her right back down, going for the submission once again. Trying to damage the legs to the point where Rose cannot stand. Girl, put your damn shoes on. That's part of the character, I assume. I mean, like, I don't know why it would be, but, like, I can only assume it's part of the character. I didn't make her. Rose Daniels chooses to go up the ladder instead, but the wear and tear on her legs is very, very obvious. Heads up slowly, and Misty Rivers, conscious and ready, pulls her down. Rose, not looking good. Gets the reversal, throws Misty into the corner. Chooses to go back up the ladder. Rose trying to get one hand on the belt. Misty Rivers once again right there. Rose fights her off, kicks her down. She's right back on her. Misty Rivers yanking Rose down onto the mat. Rose with a reversal. One has to think the next big move is going to be the end. Huge kick to the face from Rose. She heads outside. Underneath the ring. Kendo stick in hand, decides that's not what she wanted. She wants Misty up on her feet. Over the top rope, big kick connects. Right on top of her. Into the ladder, Rose Daniels picks Misty back up. She's got her by the back of the head. Can't take too long. Misty Rivers up against the ropes. Fights back, big reversal. Rose with one of her own. A huge combo. Lays out Misty Rivers. Rose Daniels needs to get up the ladder. Misty Rivers rolls to the outside. The music hit on time. I love it. We love music cues. We love it when shit like that happens naturally. Rose Daniels, one hand on the championship. Misty Rivers makes her way to her feet. Rose has got two hands on the belt. She pulls it down. Rose Daniels, your new ironclad champion. Hydrate time. That one ripped my throat in half. Pause. Pause. And the belt's not blank. Thank all the powers that be. Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, what will probably be the longest match of the night. We've got SK Riot and Will Saturn taking on Patrick Sutton and Wade Russell in a tornado tag match. GG, no new champ, no blanks. We love to see it. We love to see it. Yay, yes, yes ma'am. Welcome back to UCW Breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little look at the arena as this match is set to begin. Making their way to the ring first, we've got none other than... Let me wait for the nameplate to show up because I can't remember what their tag team name is. Told you, mildly unhinged. Oh, she definitely showed it in that match. She definitely showed it in that one. I promise you that. The Free Radicals. I was going to say the HardCult Society because I remember I had one of those too. But the Free Radicals, ladies and gentlemen. It's on brother's shirt. Do better. That's what I'm telling myself. These two men, a very promising tag team here on UCW Breakdown. Looking to fight their way to the Nolan's Championship. Samuel Richards said the tag match gonna slap. Yes, sir, it is. The ice cream on the shirt is wild. Hey, let them do them. Will Saturn hyped up and ready to go. Did he just do the Spider-Man thing? I'm down. I'm down. A fan favorite in my opinion. And I'm a fan, so I get to say that. And now their opponents making their way down to the ring. The HardCult Society. The guys that I was gonna say for the Free Radicals. Oh, I knew that sounded familiar for a reason. Will Saturn shaking in his boots on the other side of the ring as the HardCult. Did he just kick him in the face? That's illegal. You can't attack people. HardCult gonna win. Predictions coming soon in chat. Join us on Twitch, Samuel. You'll get a little bit of a better experience. You'll get the 1920 by 1080. It's way better in my opinion, but if you prefer short, stay where you're at, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tornado tag match. I gotta keep the names up. Honestly, calling names in this match is gonna be crazy. It's just gonna be like, damn, that was crazy. That was a big move. Oh my God. Because like names are hard, especially when you got both people on the screen. And they look alike. Oh my. We will get there. I'm there with a couple of the tag teams, but I've seen these guys once, and that's right now. SK Riot takes a big elbow to the body, gets a reversal. Huge kick to the face of Patrick Sutton. Takes him down. Going to help his partner who just got laid the hell out. Wade Russell taking big attacks from SK Riot. Into the corner. Neckbreaker lands. I got to keep the names up if y'all want the names. I'm just going to let you know. Going for the roll-up cover. Big breakup from SK Riot. Huge super kick connects as well. The Free Radicals really showing it off. Definitely taking it away early on in this match. But let's be honest, we all miss cornbread and stuffing. It's okay. We don't have to lie to each other. We do. Big drop kick on the outside from Wade Russell. Throws SK Riot into the steel steps. The HardCult Society, now the only men in the ring. Off the top rope, Patrick Sutton takes out Will Saturn. SK Riot with a roll-up pin on the inside of the ring. Where'd they go? They were part of Last Gen, and Last Gen is not a thing anymore. And that roster isn't a thing anymore because the WWE 2K25 game is poorly optimized for my computer, and my computer cannot handle live streaming, recording, and playing that game all at the same time. So we got rid of it. And by we, I mean me. Because, yeah, 6 shows is a lot, and I'm not there yet. So I have 5 shows because it actually just became a custom universe on my other YouTube channel. That's all it is. That's really all it is. But as far as UCW, they don't exist. They never existed. They're Hall of Famers from a long, long time ago, from a UCW far, far away. Off the top rope, SK Riot just ate a very big attack, but he's going for a roll-up pin. Wade Russell makes his way back up to his feet. SK Riot right there. Will Saturn. Big kick to the face of Patrick Sutton. Submission is not successful. Wade Russell flips him over his hip. Will Saturn right there, catches him. No, he doesn't. Reversal. Ripcord clothesline takes out Will Saturn. Riot right behind Wade Russell. Big forearm to the back. Patrick Sutton catches Will Saturn. Accordion rack across his shoulders. Big neck breaker lands. The HardCult Society not looking very good in this one. Face buster connects from SK Riot. Wade Russell not in a good position. Patrick Sutton needs to pay attention to what's going on in the ring. Almost a count of 3. Sutton able to break it up. Big kick to the stunner. Riot takes out Saturn with the stunner. That's Russell, not Saturn. Saturn's the one who broke it up. No. Sutton. Saturn's the guy on the other team. We're getting there, okay? We're getting there. Big kick to the face. Riot and Sutton on the inside of the ring. Bounces his face off the turnbuckle. Riot is bleeding, ladies and gentlemen. Huge power bomb. He wants him on his feet. What's Sutton thinking here? Will Saturn needs to pay attention to his partner. Drops him down, going for the cover. 2. No, not a count of 3. Will Sutton just as surprised as I am. Not Will Sutton, but Sutton. Will Saturn taking the fight to him. Riot not 5-star frog splash, going for the cover. Wade Russell able to break up the pin. SK Riot just now making it to his feet. Big cutter, Free Radicals in a dominant position. Will Saturn, he's got Sutton on his feet. Sutton with a reversal, throws him into the ropes, drops him down on his back. We go crazy with names. My brain can't compartmentalize all of the different names of things, so whatever comes to my brain is what I say. UCW is its own universe. Everything has its own name. Like that, we call that Rebecca. That move was called Rebecca. He's got him up on his shoulders, drops him back down. HardCult Society might walk out with it. Nope. Will Saturn. Yep, Rebecca. That was the name of my first computer when I was like 12. Riot on the outside. Goes over the top, misses the clothesline. Not Becky Hogan, though. Not Becky Hogan, because that shit's stupid. Let people be great on their own. Sutton, big choke slam, lays out Saturn. He's pumping something up, he's ready. Throws him into the ropes. Big elbow. Meanwhile, Wade Russell breaking a kendo stick across SK Riot, who I honestly have not seen stand in like a couple minutes. I took a Rebecca off the top rope once. I mean, what? Hey, Clown gets it. Off the top rope, elbow misses. Riot stands up and shows offense for the first time. Chair shot across the back. Patrick Sutton misses the clothesline. Will Saturn drops him down. SK Riot putting on a performance against Wade Russell, but not for long. As soon as I say something, I just gotta stop talking about Riot, because as soon as I bring him up, he gets his ass beat. Hammer in hand, Will Saturn back into the ring, meets the gut of Sutton. He ain't done. Riot back into the ring. Big reversal from Sutton. He's got him on his shoulders. Once again, Saturn is indeed a menace. SK Riot got his back turned to his opponent getting pinned. Luckily, Will Saturn is indeed a menace and was able to kick out with no help from his partner whatsoever. This is not a traditional tag match. You don't have to stand over there. HardCult Society is beating his ass now. Forearm across the back. Rolls him over, going for a cover. Will Saturn. 3. The Free Radicals win. We call that move Jeff. Jeff and Rebecca, exactly. Starting now, ladies and gentlemen, we're naming moves after subscribers. The Free Radicals win, ladies and gentlemen. Not what anyone was expecting, I think. Especially with SK Riot just getting the hell beat out of him for the majority of that match. Oh, wow, he was really beating his ass. Exactly. That queued up perfectly, too. Organic sound syncs. I love to see it. None of this is planned. Azrael Black versus Ace Anderson. Or Darkwin. I don't think he's here. But Darkwin versus 77. Azrael Black versus Ace Anderson. Right now. We call that getting bobbied. Let's go. The Archangel rises. Yes, sir. Making their way to the ring first. We've got a fan favorite and one of the most respected talents on the UCW roster. He is none other. I'm trying really hard to hype the shit up. There we go. The Archangel, Azrael Black. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new Deathlock Championship. Azrael Black, the champion for 14 days and counting. That will not end here, as this is not a championship match. This is not a contention match. This is simply just two badasses proving who's more badass. The Archangel, actually the master of the Bobby. Perfected it, made it, brought it to UCW. This of course, brought to you by Stop Killing Games. If we buy our games, let us own our games. That's all I'm going to say. The only amount of politics you'll ever get out of me. Beast, what is going on? How you doing? Welcome to the YouTube chat. If you are not interested in shorts, you're invading live streams to see if you can find good channels. Well, hopefully you found one. We call this match a mollywhopping on a pole. That's an early 2000s match name, if I've ever heard one. And that's one. I'm sorry, YouTube. I went 46 minutes. All right, cut me some slack. The Archangel, everybody, you love universe mode. Well, this is actually a custom E-Fed, so a lot of the people who you're seeing are actually the fans who are in the chat. Most of them aren't, but a lot of them are, if you can get down with the verbiage. I do have a custom universe mode that I am also working on for my gaming channel. That is the Casual, if you want to go check that out. We also have a Discord. It's in the link of the YouTube channel. All the links to the videos over there are posted in the Discord. But the custom universe is going to be a WWE universe with like Raw and SmackDown, but custom belts. And some of the guys from UCW will be in that. Ace Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, this man right here was a couple seconds away from becoming the first ever UCW Breakdown champion. Of course, Johnny Vegas took that opportunity away from him. Ace Anderson looking to climb back up the pole, because this is a mollywhopping on a pole match. You'd love to join this. All right, well, if you've got a custom character, I just want to watch stuff. Been waiting to start my universe mode, but it's very in-depth this year and takes more time than I've been able to spare. It is pretty in-depth, but once you put the time in, brother, it is a whole lot of fun. If you'd like to join, all you have to do is post your created characters on WWE 2K25 Next Gen with hashtags UCWEF and UCWUU. Leave a comment, or since you're in chat, just let me know whenever you do it. I can get them added as soon as possible. And then I'll throw them on a show. But no, I just want to watch stuff. It is definitely a whole lot, especially once you get down into... So I play on PlayStation, but to my knowledge, PlayStation and Xbox have shared custom creations. But no, it is a whole lot, especially if you get down to doing like custom images, custom wrestlers, custom belts. It can take a whole lot of time. I don't sleep. I'm up until about 3 a.m. most days. If Madam UCW is still in here, she can attest. Ace Anderson fired up, looking to climb back up the leader pool on UCW. Archangel, Azrael Black, not a stepping stone this time, hopefully. Collar and elbow tie up to start us off. Like I said, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be moving away from this. Be subscribed on YouTube. You run a show too, I get you? Yes, sir. It is a whole hell of a lot. The Archangel's got him in the corner. The ref trying to separate these two men. Go back into the webcam. Azrael Black on the middle rope. Hits him with a big move. Pretty sure it's moonsault, but you know. We can also just call that the Madonna if we want. You know, since we're just changing shit. Got him by the leg. Azrael Black, of course, the Deathlock champion. So he works the limbs of every opponent. A submission specialist in every regard. Huge sling blade lays out not Azrael Black, but Ace Anderson. And then he meets him with a big drop kick. I'll upload under those hashtags as soon as I can. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. I check it daily, so eventually I will find it, I promise. Azrael Black once again working the arm of Ace Anderson. Ace Anderson with a reversal, now working the elbow of the Archangel. Neither man seems to be able to get an upper hand. Takes him down. Ace Anderson fired up, able to swing the pendulum in his favor. How long will that last? Big knee connects. Stomps down on the arm. Huge knee, but the Archangel able to stop him. Grabs him by the back of the head, throws him into the ropes, goes over the top, slams him down. Azrael Black takes control. If I can remember how to speak. Another huge sling blade and a drop kick connects. And no, Clown, this is not the same Powerade. Working the leg of the submission specialist. Azrael Black not having any of that shit. Big knee to the face. Catches him with a punch as well. Azrael Black. Oh, Ace Anderson got a reversal. Couple of big moves. Azrael Black takes control once again. Going for a cover. Surely that is not enough to keep Ace Anderson down. Only a count of 2. Off the top rope, moonsault misses. Off the ropes, big knee lands. Clown, if you're in here, if you want JOKA's theme music to play when he comes out next, send it to me. Ace Anderson wants the Archangel up on his feet. Throws him into the ref. Off the ropes, shoulder tackle connects. Ace Anderson going for the cover. 2. Only a count of 2. The Archangel has not fallen yet. Rolls out of the ring to try and gather himself just a little bit. Ace Anderson dumps him down onto his knee. Azrael Black definitely felt the damage from that one, holding his neck. Thank you, sir. As long as we don't make fun of me and how fucking confused, that's 2. As long as we don't make fun of me and how confused I look whenever I'm trying to do it, then we're fine. Azrael Black misses the double axe handle on the outside. Has Universe mode had any issues with like the updates or new DLC like it did where it would mess up? Yes, yeah. So it doesn't mess up divisions as far as I've had problems with. But we actually just had something that we're referring to as the 2K Apocalypse. So all of our custom wrestlers that you made on your console, all of their tattoos and custom images got taken off of their like bodies, off their clothes, all of it. So for like guys like Clown who made 95% of their roster, he had to do a lot of like soul searching and like hard times to rebuild it. Off the top rope, knees onto the shoulders of Ace Anderson. Let's not get a double count out here, gentlemen. But no, he had to rebuild 95% of his roster, and it was a huge undertaking and a whole lot on him. For me, it was a lot less because a lot of my guys came off the community creations already. But for all of my guys who I have made, I had to completely redo them as well. So it definitely hasn't been the most fun. We've also had a lot of problems with like belts with side plates and main plates just disappearing, or parts of them not showing up and parts of them showing up. It's been a little annoying. Ace Anderson, big suplex to Azrael Black. Like, I'm not going to front with you. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, it's the only way that we can do what we do, and I love what I do, but it definitely hasn't been the easiest. Big spear through the ropes from Ace Anderson. Targeting Azrael Black. Huge kick to the face. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ace Anderson just pinned the Deathlock champion. My social media championship hates the YouTube logo. Yeah, I've noticed that just the YouTube logo will disappear like all the time. The Twitch logo on the women's social media championship for you also disappears like all the damn time. Ace Anderson securing a spot in UCW with that match. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a moment that I know somebody has been looking forward to. I just saw the other DM that you sent. Why mad? Why mad? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 10-minute Iron Man death match. Johnny Vegas, the UCW Breakdown champion, takes on JOKA, the devil of professional wrestling. If JOKA can win this match here tonight, next week he will go on to face Johnny Vegas for the UCW Breakdown Championship. Welcome back to the Breakdown Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Making their way to the ring first. This is not who I think it is. I believe this is Johnny Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. They keep messing with power lines, and it's messing with your... You're trying to tempt me to get me to say that word. I see what you're doing, all right? I see it. They keep messing with me and power lines and the internet, and it's messing with his stuff, is what he's saying. And that sucks. I'm sorry. Especially because you have a show in like 20 minutes. 20, 30 minutes. Johnny Vegas, the UCW Breakdown champion, ladies and gentlemen, set to have one hell of a match. JOKA showing up after he won that championship 2 weeks ago, beating the hell out of everybody, and then walking away. And of course, JOKA showed up on Overdrive this Monday and attempted the same thing with Adam Thomas, but did not have as much luck. Oh, wait. No, wait. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen. He's here! First ever match in UCW, ladies and gentlemen, let's get hype.
With a grin that kills, painted face, no fear, just blood and thrill, steel chair in hand, I'm the fate you dread, snap necks, break egos, paint the canvas red, ain't no gimmick, I'm prophecies bite, fangs in the fight when I black out the lights, unholy rhythm in every blow I throw, JOKA, the name that makes legends fold, call me chaos, call me doom, I'll bring violence when I enter the room.
I will, yeah, I figured you'd say that. I can do that for you. Same thing I told 77. As soon as this show's over, I got you, brother. The devil of professional wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, making his presence known all throughout UCW. But of course, that is not his home. If you have not checked out TXW, it is my favorite E-Fed that I'm a part of. DT, don't get sad. I love DTX as well. TXW, Clown Prince 1981 on Twitch. Go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Clown, you can give yourself a shout out in the Twitch chat. I know you can. Vegas, I am coming to get my pound of flesh. This match is set to begin, 10 minutes on the clock. JOKA gets out of the way of Johnny Vegas. Big collar and elbow tie-up to start it off. They still doing that mess over there by you? Apparently, Supreme Knight. Apparently. Welcome back, brother. How was Din Din? Oh, wait. You can't see me. Y'all can't see me. I'm back. Johnny Vegas working the arm of JOKA. Yeah, this one doesn't have the back piece. I like the back piece way more. Tatted out JOKA is sick. Yeah. Johnny Vegas working the back of JOKA. Applying a lot of pressure to the waist. Apparently there was a tornado around there. Are you? Apparently, I feel like you should know if there was a tornado around you or not, man. JOKA with a reversal, now working the back of Johnny Vegas. 1 minute has passed in this match. Unfortunately, you can't upload it right now. Is it a problem on your end or my end, sir? Because if it's on my end, I can fix that. We just got in, picked up wings. Ooh! Brother, I haven't had wings in so long. What flavor did you get? Let me live vicariously through you. Johnny Vegas goes over the top rope. Off of it, big moonsault down onto JOKA. It's on your end. Okay, sir. Well, whenever you get it figured out, we will be here. DT is in the chat. Welcome in, DadTrainer. How you doing? Big shouts out to him as well. A very good. I already said that TXW is my favorite. I can't go back on my word, so I can't say my favorite E-Fed. But like, my second favorite E-Fed with no disrespect attached to it. Go Johnny Vegas. Not around me, but near me, the main hub. Oh, okay, okay. I want some wings. Exactly. 2 minutes have passed in this match. JOKA, now the one in control. I had a coda hair on my tongue. How did that happen? Coffin drop off the ropes, misses. Huge forearm across the back, catches him with a huge drop kick as well. Johnny Vegas doing anything he can to keep the devil of professional wrestling down. All right, for my old heads in chat, I can't remember what it's called. Is it Janice? Is that what it is? I think DT needs to come to UCW. Is it DT or the ringleader, though? Which one does he want? That changes the whole impact. Because if it's DT, then he's getting recruited. It's Janice. I knew it. I knew it. Thank you. Thank you. JOKA looking fired up. Johnny Vegas. Johnny Vegas. Johnny Vegas. JOKA with a big punch to the face. 3 minutes have passed. No pinfalls have happened. Oh, you know who? I know who you want. I want to know who DT wants. JOKA. What the hell was that? Drops him down onto his neck, going for the cover. JOKA picks up his first pinfall. 1-0. Drops him down. Reverse DDT from Johnny Vegas. Picks him up. He's got him on his shoulder. You know ringleader enough to not like him. You don't know ringleader enough to not like him. Hey, man, it's not about who I like. It's about who you want to be. If you want to come to UCW and just be a menace, then be a menace. That's what Clown did. Working the knee of Johnny Vegas. Clown trying to keep the champion down. Janice coming into play, but Johnny Vegas does not want that. Oh, you want to know what that was? Ask the chat what that is called. Do it, be a menace. The instigating is real. Off the middle rope, coffin drop from Johnny Vegas misses. Huge kick to the face. Pushes him into the corner, big elbow connects. Misses the super kick. Drops him down onto his knee. Johnny Vegas trying to do whatever it takes to keep JOKA down. A little bit of an overdramatic Ric Flair fall in my opinion, but I'm here for it. DT can be a menace without face paint. Does that exist? Is that a thing in wrestling? A menace without face paint? Are you sure? That move is the last laugh. I figured that's what we were calling it. Going for another cover. Johnny Vegas down 2-0. The way it looks, ladies and gentlemen, next week JOKA will be facing him for his championship. German suplex connects. Do I need to come and preach some souls happy? Are we gonna get Supreme Knight in UCW as well? The father of professional wrestling. We got the devil, the father, the trainer of dads. Me, Leah, dad, like actual dad. We got the dark horse, Ricky Thomas. Kicks him in the back. That looks, JOKA seems to think that hurt a whole hell of a lot. Johnny Vegas meets him outside, but JOKA catches him. Big kick to the gut. Not looking good for the champion. 4 minutes remaining. JOKA going for another cover. 3-0 with the acknowledge me emotes. Johnny Vegas looking fired up on the outside. Takes out JOKA with some big clotheslines. He's got him up on his shoulders. Going for the all-in. Got a cover. 1, 2. Only a count of 2. King Hipster, what's up, my tribal oos? How you doing, King Hipster? Welcome to the chat. Neck breaker from Johnny Vegas connects. You're doing good. Glad to hear it, brother. That's not nice, man. Like, I get it. You up, you down. Oh my God! Across the face. Johnny Vegas trying to take out JOKA. I have to fight the urge to say "the" every time. I don't know what I want to do tonight, UCW. What do you mean you don't know what you want to do tonight? In 10 minutes, that's usually when you've got something like pretty scheduled out and planned. Johnny Vegas bounces the face of JOKA off the turnbuckle, meets him with a big punch. Another last laugh on the way. Johnny Vegas gets laid out, going for another cover. JOKA is up 4-0. SmackDown. Another watch along? Another watch along? For real? No. You know exactly what's tonight, DT. Stop playing. And yes, I mean, we could also do that. We should definitely also do that. Johnny Vegas, his back gives out. JOKA. I sounded Canadian as hell there. Did y'all hear that? 2 minutes left. Johnny Vegas throws him into the corner. SmackDown watch alone. Gets him. That's how he won the championship. Is it enough to keep JOKA down? No, JOKA kicks out. Johnny Vegas looking for anything to win this match. I don't think it's possible. 1 minute and 40 seconds remain. JOKA is up 4-0. I figured you meant along. Into the ropes. Big kick connects. Johnny Vegas will be facing JOKA next week for the UCW Breakdown Championship. He's not letting that phase him. He seems to have gotten better as this match has gone on. A double axe handle off the top rope. Big punch connects. JOKA sends him over. 1 minute remaining. A barbed wire bat. Johnny Vegas knocks it out of his hands. Big boot to the face. JOKA in complete control. 50 seconds remaining. JOKA over the top rope. Misses. Johnny Vegas focusing on the legs. At this point, you have to think his only objective is doing as much damage to JOKA as possible to try and stop him from beating him the way he's beat him here this week. JOKA knocks the barbed wire bat out of his hands, throws him into the barricade. An elbow drop as well. Ref, get out of my camera shot. JOKA just laying out full-blown haymakers to the knee of Johnny Vegas. 5 seconds remain, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. JOKA will be facing Johnny Vegas next week for the UCW Breakdown Championship.
Here. Only nightmares fed by cheers. The crowd screams, but I hear silence. I'm the architect of
The acknowledge me one is crazy.
Barbed wire heart and a soul of fire.
JOKA, ladies and gentlemen, the structure and ecosystem of UCW just changed, I fear. Now we're moving into our next match. Is for the UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship. Haley Ramon, the UCW Women's Breakdown Champion, takes on RIMA. I took my pound of flesh. Now I will take your title, Vegas. At least his target's not me tonight. Yet. I shouldn't have said anything. Making their way to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen. She is your UCW Breakdown Champion, Haley Ramon. When will the Omegas defend the tag titles? Next week, brother. Next week, they will actually be facing the Free Radicals for the UCW Breakdown Tag Team Extreme Championships. So I'm glad you asked. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Haley Ramon, a dominant performance is how she got that championship. I don't want to be like the New Day when they barely defend their titles. Oh, no. We defend titles around here. We defend titles around here. Haley Ramon, quite literally glowing. I'm in a lot of shows. It's getting there for me too, brother. It is getting there for me too. Clown and DT actually run 2 of the shows that I am a part of. Everybody go check out TheDadTrainer on Twitch as well. The leader and the man behind DTX. Some of the greatest energy in all of eFeds. RIMA, the challenger for the UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship. She seems ready to go. Seems to look like she might think she might walk out with that belt. And of course, a better look. No, we're not going to get a better look. Okay, well, screw me, I guess. This is a UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship champion match, ladies and gentlemen. RIMA takes out Haley Ramon very early on. She's got her by the leg. Big elbow drops down. Working the knee of Haley Ramon. Why is the camera unlocked? The champion takes her down, going for a roll-up cover. When will I get the contender match for the Continental title? So, Ricky Thomas actually won the Continental Championship on Monday. So, contention will start again starting Monday. Breakdown Prime, Fight Night, Overdrive, and some others. So, it's actually just Breakdown Prime and Overdrive. Awakening, World Class, and Friday Night Fights are being transitioned into a nothing. They're done. And then that will they will be becoming a custom universe on the Casual, my gaming channel. So we're going to use some of the guys from there. Custom belts for the WWE. We're going to have Raw and SmackDown. Haley Ramon, roll-up cover, not even a count of 1. RIMA going with a reversal, trying to get one of her own. Gets a cover once again. Haley Ramon's got her by the back of the head. Big kick to the face. You love Extreme Wrestling? All right, so we've got the breakdown. Dizzy. The right hand of JOKA has made an appearance in UCW. She's here to do something. Interrupting the Women's World Championship match. RIMA and Haley Ramon don't even know she's there. Big knee to the face of Haley Ramon. Dizzy is simply waiting. Only a count of 2. Haley Ramon able to kick out. You'll be a singles competitor. Sounds good, brother. Do you want to go for the Prince of Carnage Championship, or do you want to go for the Deathlock Championship? The Deathlock is a submissions-only championship. The Prince of Carnage Championship is just an Extreme Rules Championship. Haley Ramon's got Dizzy in the corner. A big chop across the chest. Moving Dizzy out of the way. She rolls out of the ring. The champion now focused on RIMA. Drops her down onto her neck. When you get your UCW contract, do I need to be like Killa and do I need to send you a contract? Because that can be arranged. I got you. We can do that, DT. Big kick to the gut and a slap to the face. I was just waiting on you to ask. I'm not finna, like, I didn't want to be like, hey, do you want to join UCW? I wanted you to want to join UCW. I feel like that means more. RIMA throws her into the ropes. I mean, I could fight you if in your debut match. You want to go for the Prince of Carnage Championship. Sounds good, brother. That actually changed hands tonight, or it didn't change hands. Eddy Lewis beat Gregor McKay for that, retaining. The streak continues. And yes, he definitely could fight you in your debut match. That can definitely be arranged. You can debut on Prime and then be on Breakdown on Friday. That's completely fine. Or you can debut on Overdrive and then move to Breakdown on Friday. Either one works for me. Big kick to the gut. RIMA flips her over. Haley Ramon not looking good. Going for the cover. 2. Only a count of 2. She stomps down on the arm. Big kick to the gut. Haley Ramon fighting back. Big elbows to the body. RIMA wants anything to win this championship. Yeah, no, man. You can debut wherever you want and then move to wherever you go. You'll fight Nolan on your debut and then go back to Breakdown. Sounds good, man. So we'll get you booked for Overdrive on Monday. Well, if JOKA here causing madness, DT needs to put that freak in face paint in check. Thank God Adam Thomas has some help. It's been me and Ricky Thomas out here trying to keep the madness in check with Dizzy showing up and a couple of other rumors that I've heard around the locker room. Haley Ramon off the top rope, misses the leg drop onto the outside. You can't do too many of those in your career. That's very, very dangerous. How often do I stream shows? So I stream Overdrive on Monday, Prime on Wednesday, and Breakdown on Friday. I also stream just other video games. DT is here to save the day. Maybe the whole trainer family. I think the carnival might need an upgrade then. That's a whole lot of people for them to take on. Big clothesline. I'm not retired in UCW, but TWE is retired. Yes, sir. Haley Ramon, big super kick. Not a super kick, but a big kick to the face, going for the cover on RIMA. She wins. Haley Ramon retains the UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship. The streak continues for her as well. From the sound of it, we've got a whole lot of new signees to UCW that I've got to figure out. Whole lot of contracts to send out as well. No, sir. No, sir. Don't end your own show to focus on my show. Have your own show. Ladies and gentlemen, to recap tonight, Eddy Lewis retained the Prince of Carnage Championship against Gregor McKay. Rose Daniels became the Ironclad champion in a TLC match against Misty Rivers. SK Riot and Will Saturn won the opportunity to face Nolan and Ethan Omega next week for the UCW Tag Team Extreme Championships. Ace Anderson defeated Azrael Black in a normal matchup. And JOKA won the right to fight for the UCW Breakdown World Championship next week in a UCW Iron Man Deathmatch. And Haley Ramon retained the UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship. Now Misty can go find some shoes. Like I said, I think it's part of the whole character. Like, I don't know. She can find shoes. Like, I mean, I could put shoes on her if it's like, if it's a thing. If it's a thing, I could put shoes on Misty. It'll be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find somebody to raid out to. It has been a great stream. I appreciate every single one of you. Awesome show, brother. Appreciate it, DT. Voice crack at the very end. My voice can only do so much. Madam Unknown said, hey. Yes, ma'am, I know. I got you. 4 followers to go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Almost to 50. Let's head on out, ladies and gentlemen. Go show him some love.
But